Hi friends, welcome back to Learn with me. I am Dr. Gurjit from Greenland Immigration in Batala. Are you confused or do you find it difficult to locate correct keywords in case of flowchart or summary or table? I hope table, as far as I know or I want to say, is table is the scoring part of reading because there is less probability of marking the answer incorrect, but still I have seen in my professional career that students find it very difficult to locate the correct keyword and to find the correct answers in summary. So I am here to remove your doubts, I am here to make it easy for you all. Let's get shifted to the classroom for details. So let's begin with today's tutorial, how to solve flowchart or how to answer questions in flowchart of reading module of IELTS. Let's get started. You can pause the video and have a look at the passage and then we'll shift on to the questions. The first and foremost thing before you attempt flowchart, summary completion or any table in reading, you have to take care of the instruction, which is most important part. I'll tell you how. Read the instruction here. It is use no more than 3 words from the passage given below and complete the flowchart. Now, what is the instruction? It is use no more than how many words? 3 words. Not more than 3 words means 10 words to ज़्यादा नहीं. 4 words नहीं हो सकते, but it can be 2 words, it can be even 1 word. I'll exemplify it in another way. Let's suppose मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ कहनी हाँ कि तुसी एक दिन च या at a time 3 burger तो ज़्यादा नहीं खा सकते. That means मैं कह रही हूँ कि 4 burger नहीं खाने, okay, और pizzas नहीं खाने, but can you have 2? Yes, of course. मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 3 तो ज़्यादा खान तो मना कीता है, but you can have 2. And if you want, even you can have 1. जे थोड़ा दिल करता है तो at least एक भी खा सकते हो. Not necessarily कि 3 नहीं खाने. मैं सिर्फ instruction की देती 3 burgers या 3 pizza तो ज़्यादा नहीं खाने. You will say, ma'am, I am going to have 2. I am going to have 1. So I'll say perfectly all right कि कोई गल नहीं, एक खा लो, 2 खा लो, 3 खा लो, but 3 तो ज़्यादा नहीं. Same is the case here. Passage विचों 3 words तो ज़्यादा answer थोड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए. That will be entirely wrong. वो तो question ही साड़ा गलत हो जाना है. It can be 2 words, it can be 1 word, but you have to be smart enough to correct the, to select the right word from the passage. Fine, let's begin. ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇਖੋ. Look at the flowchart first. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ flowchart ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ questions ਦੇਖੋ. How many questions are given? Question number 1, 2, 3 and 4 blanks are given. ਹੁਣ flowchart ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਹੈ. It is about paper production process. That means कि it has come to your mind, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ 'ਚ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ entire passage ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, because passage ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਸਾਰੇ passage ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ locate ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ. What is your keyword? That is paper production process. Paper ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ. And if you look at the passage, you can pause the video and have a look at the passage. If you look at the passage, तो मैं passage obviously pick ही ਉੱਥੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ, but you can look for the keywords. ਹੁਣ paper making ਤੋਂ start ਹੁੰਦਾ passage. That means we are at the right place कि paper making ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ. So if we look at the flowchart, ਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ, main skim and scan ਕਰਕੇ flowchart ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ keywords locate ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੋ. Paper making is obvious, मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ start ਹੀ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ, but still paper making ਤੁਹਾਡੇ passage ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ. To reach at the accurate place, ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਹੋਰ words, keywords ਆਪਾਂ flowchart ਵਿੱਚੋਂ pick ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. Have a look here. Paper raw material is dash and then you can have a look at the saturated in water. अच्छा, मैं कुछ पानी च saturation ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਪੜ੍ਹਨੀ ਹੈ. Material is then boiled and while being turned periodically, boiled एक word सोच सकते हो तुसी. Material fibers are dash and then checked manually, you can have a look. Okay, this is more than enough. एक coloring word देख लेना, somehow we have to look for. Now shift to the lines, statements. Paper making in essence is a simple process. एक simple जा process है. The process starts as the material is shredded into strips and soaked overnight to loosen fibers. Next, fibers are boiled for 2 to 6 hours. When finished, the fibers are washed with water to remove impurities, and then small particles are removed by hand. The fibers are beaten in blender, creating a creamy pulp. At this stage, dyes can be added to create colored papers. Pulp is then poured into large tub and the fibers are suspended in water. Framed screens are lowered into water and lifted to surface. वापस उन्हें surface के ऊपर लेके आए, catching fibers onto screen. Screens are then dried, सुकाइयाँ, press कीतियाँ and smoothed. Now let's have a look at the flow chart. First one, the paper raw material is dashed and then saturated in water. That means ਜਿਹੜਾ paper ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ raw material, ਕੱਚਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ material ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ paper ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈ, somehow we have to look for this answer ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ raw paper ਦਾ raw material ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ and then saturated in water. ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਾਣੀ ਨਾਲ saturate ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ. Somehow let's suppose ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ saturate the meaning ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਆਇਆ ਉੱਥੇ, ਪਾਣੀ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ. Let's have a look ਇੱਥੇ in the passage. ਇਹ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਜਿਹਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੈ, ਫਸਟ ਲਾਈਨ 'ਚ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ. ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ? ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਟੀਰੀਅਲ ਇਜ਼ ਸ਼੍ਰੈਡਡ ਇਨਟੂ ਸਟ੍ਰਿਪਸ ਐਂਡ ਸੋਕਡ ਓਵਰਨਾਈਟ ਟੂ ਲੂਜ਼ਨ ਫਾਈਬਰਸ. ਸੋਕਡ ਮੀਨਸ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਭਿਗਾਉਣਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਿਉਣਾ. ਓਕੇ, ਓਵਰਨਾਈਟ ਪੂਰੀ ਰਾਤ ਉਹਦੇ ਫਾਈਬਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੋਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ. ਨੈਕਸਟ, ਦ ਫਾਈਬਰਸ ਆਰ ਬੋਇਲਡ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਬਾਲਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ for 2 to 6 hours. When finished, then they are washed with water. So answer here is the paper raw material is, ਉਹਨੇ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ? Is the paper raw material ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ? Is shredded into strips. So instruction ਕੀ ਸੀ? Not more than 3 words. It could be, answer ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ? The paper material is shredded. Even this is okay, one word. And if you want shredded into strips, even this could be the answer. Shredded into strips. So we qualify instruction wali cheese that is not more than 3 words. If 3 words you want to write, A answer ho sakta hai. Shredded into nahi ho sakta because that will be incomplete. Ya shredded into strips and then saturated in water. So first fill in the blank or first part of the flowchart is complete. Shifting on to second sentence पहले देखो. The sorted material is then boiled. फिर अपन boiled word इत्थे देख लेना कित्थे कि अच्छा material नु boil किया गया. It is here. That means ये statement पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं. Shift on to next. The material is then boiled while being turned periodically. Leave it. Then material fibers are dashed and checked manually. Manually is not with the help of machine. सानू पता ही है manual चीज की हुंदा है, हाथ नाल करना. Okay, so इत्थे पढ़िया सी आपां removed by hand. Okay, when finished the fibers are washed with water to remove कदे वास्ते उन्हों तो तजंदा पानी नाल to remove impurities and then small particles are removed by hand. So answer here is material fibers are washed. Again, you can either write washed, simply ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧੋਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, but here it is mentioned washed with water. You can also write the answer washed with water. This is not more than 3 words. And checked manually, here it is given removed by hand. ਹੱਥਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ remove ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ impurities ਨੂੰ. So second one is complete. Shifting on to third part या third blanks of the flow chart. Fibers are then blended to dash. So it is here you have to look कि blending वाली line कितने देती है and you have to continue that. The fibers are beaten in blender. Blender चनु beat किता घुमाया, creating a creamy pulp. Blend करके की बन गया? Creamy pulp. Fibers are then blended to a creamy pulp. So again we qualify the instruction or a creamy pulp that is not more than 3 words. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, now coming on to the last portion of the flow chart, last part, coloring added if desired. जे जरूरत पई या जरूरत जे पैंदी है ते अपन कोई color add कर लेने हैं and that is mixed with water. And here color दी जगह ते dyes is given. So the statement is fibers एक बारी blend करके creamy pulp बन गई. इस stage दे विच dyes can be added to create colored papers. जे सानू colored paper तैयार करना है तो we can add dyes. ਆਪਾਂ add कर सकते हैं, साडी मर्जी है. And here they are saying coloring added if desired. जे जरूरत पई तां तुसी color add कर सकते हो. That means कि साडी जेडी location है and passage है वो ਆਪਾਂ सही choose कीता होया since we are matching each and every keyword. Okay, shifting on to this. Dash are dipped into the liquid. Okay, coloring वाली dye वाली line is over. Fine, we'll proceed next. ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜਾ pulp ਹੈ it is then poured into a large tub. ਵੱਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ tub ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ pulp ਪਾਤਾ and the fibers are suspended in water. ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੇ paper ਦੇ fibers ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ suspend ਕਰਤਾ, that means ਲਟਕਾਤਾ. Framed screens are lowered into water. ਹੁਣ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ framed screens ਨੂੰ ਡੋਬਿਆ and lifted to surface. ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ surface ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਲੈ ਆਏ. So here the answer is framed screens. Framed screens, it is here. Framed screens are dipped into the liquid. ਇੱਥੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ framed screens are lowered into water. I hope everyone is getting me. Then liquid paper is then pressed and dried. क्योंकि जो frames ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੀਚੇ dip कर ਦਿੱਤਾ screens ਨੂੰ, if you lift on to the surface जो passage ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ then those screens will be dried. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ dry ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ paper will be taken out, cut करके dried paper is cut, packed and distributed. cut करके distribute कर ਦਿੱता. That's all for today. So friends, if you have understood my content and if you have liked my content, please subscribe my channel because that keeps me motivated and helps me to work even harder for you guys.